slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, they'll start out with Akers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Akers. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. A give up the middle to Akers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to a safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Azeez Ojulari able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Throwing, Jones. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payout they were looking for.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Second and one. Caught left side, Williams. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Needs something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. The slot man in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. Now Jones. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Slot man moves right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
But there's an incompletion. Struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams 30. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he is going to lose yardage here. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now they run the option on second down. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on third and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's got room. Touchdown. Cam Akers, 34 yards. And the Rams are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. All the option left, it's Jones. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Second and 5. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. It really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And he's got it. The conversion good. We are tied in the fourth. Still time to work within the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Back to throw here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA. Cam Akers. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Gets this to Bellinger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Now Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
That's going to be caught by Tony, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here's Jones. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Going right back to Akers.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.